Hello friends, how are you doing? My name is Prasanna Gadkari and I guide people for NIDs and IIT design courses completely free of cost. Today we are going to discuss what are the different tips for the interviews that are held at IITs and NIDs. Before we begin, let us see that when are these interviews held. After getting a valid score either in SEED or in NID entrance exam, you should fill out the forms for the IITs and NID you are eligible and interested for. Once you fill out these forms, there are chances that you will get an invitation to appear for the interview as well as design aptitude test held at these institutes. Today I am going to speak about the interviews only, and there is a separate video for what is conducted in design aptitude test and how to ace that. Now let us see that what are the important tips that you should be following for appearing and clearing these interviews that are held in these institutes. The first and foremost important thing begins with tip number 1. This basically says that before even appearing for the interview, make sure that you note down the exact date, time and venue when the interview will happen. On the day of the interview, make sure you turn up at the venue well ahead of time, assuming that about 2 to 3 hours is good enough to find the room where the interview is going to be held and where and what location and what roll numbers are being interviewed in that time slot. On the day of the interview, make sure that you wear simple formal dress. For boys, typically it will include a full shirt. If you don't have a full shirt or not comfortable with it, a collared t-shirt or a polo t-shirt is highly recommended. For girls, it is generally recommended to wear salwar kameez or whatever comfortable dress they find themselves. An important thing to note is that imagine yourself to be appearing for an interview that is being held for a job. How would you dress for that? Is the same dress you will be wearing on the day of your interview. Let me speak about tip number 2. Essentially, this tip is about introducing yourself. Typically, the interviews held at IITs and NIDs are very short in duration. Therefore, you will not get a lot of time to introduce yourself. As soon as you enter the room or if the interview is online, they will ask you to introduce yourself or they will ask you some basic questions as to who are you or what do you do. Even before they ask this question, it is a good manner to say good morning, good afternoon or good evening depending on the time when you are being interviewed and greet the panel with a smile. Make sure that you present yourself and you speak a bit about yourself that hello, my name is so and so. I have done my engineering or architecture from such and such a university. I have special interest in the branch where you are applying for, and also tell in a very brief line where you have worked. For example, I will say that I work in a company called ThoughtWorks over the past several months. This much introduction is all that you need because they already have your application and they are capable of seeing your skills, and there will be subsequent technical round held in that day. So you don't have to really worry about introducing yourself or telling about your hobbies or about your portfolio or about anything else in this short duration. Make sure you do your introduction in 1 minute or less. Let me speak about tip number 3. Essentially, this tip says that you have to have your portfolio ready and make sure that it is in well presentable format. I recommend for interview carry your portfolio either on your laptop or in a hard format. Both formats are equally preferable, and I will make another video for discussing whether hard format or whether the soft copy of the portfolio is better. Most of the IITs and NIDs, the interview are held in a classroom. These classrooms are equipped with an overhead projector. However, connecting with the projector and taking your entire portfolio and pen drive is not always feasible. Given that each interview may not last more than 10 minutes, you have to be crisp and crystal clear on what you are going to say in each of the portfolio. It is normally recommended to carry about 3 to 4 different works of art or of design. There is a separate video on what is the difference between works of arts and work of design. Therefore, make sure that you watch that video as well to know the difference between these two. Finally, in the portfolio, make sure that you are going to present the portfolio. Therefore, you have to be crystal clear and concise about what you are going to show. In each of the problem that you have solved, make sure that you tell what is the problem that you have addressed, what are the steps taken to address that problem, and finally, how you successfully tackled the problem to the solution that you are presenting. Also, the faculty will interject in between, so please don't get disturbed by whatever they are saying. Make sure that you remain calm and composed and carry on with your work and answer the questions as they are asked. Now often people ask that what if they don't know answers to the question that are asked during the interview. That is where tip number 4 comes into the place. If you typically don't know the answer to the question which the interview panel asks you, make sure that you do a logical attempt in order to solve it. Let me give you a concrete example. Suppose you are asked that how a paperweight is made and a paperweight is presented to you. You do not know how it's made, but you know that for sure glass is always blown and shaped in a certain way. So you can begin something like this, that I know that the glass melts at about 360 degrees Celsius, and once you have the glass in a molten format, it becomes soft and thereby it is pliable and you can shape it into the desired shape. By hearing this explanation, at least you have got one step closer to your logical thinking, though you have not answered the question completely. And that is fine. You are not expected to answer each and every question to the best of your abilities, but you are expected to at least give a logical thought around what is being asked. The interviews typically assess what is your logical depth and are you eligible or are you fit enough to take the rigors of the academic that the NID or IIT will throw at you. They do not want a person who knows each and every answer. However, they do want a person who can take a logical step to get closer to the answers that they are seeking. If at all you feel that you do not know the answer, make a logical attempt to solve it. Speak out aloud what you are thinking. Even if you are not good at speaking, it's okay, you can always attempt to say what you are thinking about. Now, many people find themselves at falling short of words to express what they are thinking in English. That is where tip number 5 comes into play. Whereas IITs and NID expect you to conduct the entire interview in English, it is fine to fill out some of the words that you don't quickly understand or don't quickly can speak about in the either definition format or in Hindi. For example, if you wish to say something like molding, you do not remember the word molding and you simply say that I will use a special form to put the molten metal or molten plastic inside and that will take the shape of that form upon cooling. You need not always use the necessary or appropriate words, but you have to make sure that you communicate clearly what you are trying to say. This will impress the panel even if you fall short in communication. Thereby, don't panic if you can't answer certain questions in the way or language that is expected of you, but make an honest attempt to say what you are trying to say. And finally, also language is not really a barrier, but speaking a good language does have its own asset. So make sure that you practice a bit of speaking before the interview. Now for the last tip of this video is that whatever happens, the criteria on which a person is selected or not selected is often communicated or not communicated during the interview itself. It is not your responsibility to get selected and it does not reflect on your skills or shortage of skills if the interview does not go as planned. For example, it might be likely that another candidate in the similar category comes and joins the interview and he is found more eligible or more deserving than you are. So don't panic even if the interview panel tells you upfront that maybe you should try next year. There are still chances. there is still a wait list and you can get selected from the wait list, as the people who have been given admission don't take up the seat they are offered. So don't give up hope even if the interview does not go as per expected, and keep planning for the next interview if at all there is one. Or always you can keep yourself calm and make sure that maybe the next attempt and the next round of interview goes as you have desired. Make sure you make notes of all the things that you felt were short in the interview and you learn from them. Learning is very important in all these interviews. So make sure that whatever you do, you appear for the interview in calm and composed manner, give your best logical shot to all the questions you have been asked, and you will undisputedly get either seat into IITs or NIDs, or you will get excellent learning from just exposure with the great faculty over there. With this, I will end this video, and if you have any comments or suggestions, please write them in the comments below. Also, I conduct interviews or mock interviews free of cost, so you can get in touch with me if you want to get into a practice of how these interviews happen. I have guided more than 400 students for IITs and NIDs, therefore I have got a clear idea as to what they are expecting of you. So please get in touch with me if at all you want to. I hope that you have enjoyed this video and you have a great day ahead. Thank you.